Hello, hello, hi. Welcome to Monday Morsels in Barebones Kitchen. I am your culinary coach, Harmony. Cheers. Tonight I am drinking some Bud Light Lime. I feel like I better start watching what I'm consuming. I don't know. Actually, I really just wanted the lime. How are you all doing this lovely evening? Give me a minute here. I'm gonna readjust. Good golly. Doesn't matter how many times I stand in front of this stupid thing. As soon as I go live, I'm like, let me nitpick at it. All right, y'all. So I may or may not have already done this. I really honestly can't remember. And I thought about it about 20 minutes ago. Do you think I bothered to look at my YouTube channel to see if I've already done this? Nah, who needs to do that? Who needs to do that? All right, so I have taken three chicken breasts. Two chicken breasts. One large chicken breast and then a smaller chicken breast. And I have pounded them out so they're all nice and thin. And now I'm going to make the filling. So I have one block of cream cheese. I have 2 jalapenos that I seeded and chopped up. If you want it a little spicier, guys, leave the seeds in there, okay? And I rock with the little pieces of bacon, okay? That's why I'm not going to wrap this whole ditty in bacon. So I have some bacon. I don't know how much it is, you guys. It looks like maybe just under a half a cup. But I also have some sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to dump half of that, because it's 2 cups. I'm going to dump about half of that into my cream cheese. I think it's 2 cups. Whatever. I'm dumping about half of it in there. It says it's an 8-ounce package, which is typically a whole cup, but when it comes to shredded cheese, who freaking knows? Who freaking knows? Because that's by weight. So we're just going to give this bad boy a little mix. Hopefully I can get it to mix up here. Let me see if I can throw it everywhere first. So thank you if you joined me on Saturday for the last Suck It Up Saturday. I appreciate you guys showing up. It's always a good time. And I still may do an occasional Suck It Up Saturday, but it's not going to be a typical every other Saturday or let me change my mind and do it a different Saturday. We're not going to do that anymore. Most likely I'm going to have to get a job on the weekends because my rent went up. So that is why I am getting rid of Suck It Up Saturday. All right, so now we got a little bit of a goopy cheese mess here. A little bit of a goopy cheese mess. I'm going to take my little jalapenos, I'm going to dump them bad boys in there. And then I'm going to take my bacon, dump that in there. And again, you guys, don't let me tell you how much bacon to use. That's, it's always going to be to taste. It's always going to be to taste. If you like a real strong jalapeno flavor, add more. I just have a few little tiny jalapenos, and that's what I used. But if you're really big on the jalapeno, or if you'd rather have a different kind of pepper, a habanero or something, you could totally do that too. All right. And the last thing I'm going to grab is a chunk of this green onion over here. And I'm not even gonna take the time out to chop it. I'm just gonna cut it with my little kitchen shears. Thanks, Nick. And again, this is just gonna give a nice little subtle flavor in there. If you think you need to chop up a big old white onion or a sweet onion or whatever, do that. I'm using what I have on hand. Literally what I stopped at the store for was cream cheese and shredded cheese. Everything else I had already in my kitchen. Because that is the whole purpose of Barebones Kitchen, is to try to use what you have available to you, no matter what your skill level is. So I try to stick to that, I try to stick to that. And there is going to be a lot of salt in here already from like the bacon and the cheese. So I'm not going to add any salt or pepper or anything like that. I'm just going to let it ride. I'm going to let it ride. If you want to throw some garlic in there, you could totally do that too. Again, it's going to be to your taste. I'm sure I have my lovely child up there that's going to refuse to eat it or something anyways. Or he'll eat it and he'll go, eh, eh. That's usually his response. Eh. All right. Get my gloves on. Mostly because I just don't like to have all this chicken stuff underneath my big long-ass nails. Nothing like washing your hands and they still smell like onion and stuff. So, all right. So again, I just cut up my chicken into little pieces here. So what do I have? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 little pieces. So I must have had 3 chicken breasts in there. See, I don't even remember. How sad is that? All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this and put it in here. Roll it up. And then I'm going to stick it. I'm going to stick it with some toothpicks that I pulled out of my little thing, my little container. Just remember, you guys, if you're doing something like this, you want to make sure you count how many toothpicks you use, because whatever you put in, you want to take out, so nobody stabs themselves in the top of the mouth with them bad boys, okay? Not any fun. Not going to be any fun at all. All right, and again, if you have big slices of bacon, you can totally wrap them in bacon. I'm not opting to do that because I buy the bacon pieces. It's not very often that we use whole slices of bacon for much of anything, unless I'm doing BLTs. Or for Zane, a B. Just a B. So you guys have been listening to this really awesome podcast. It's called Figuring Shit Out. You guys should check it out. It's a really good one. It's all about like, well, I mean, if you're into cool hippy dippy shit, like that's, it's all about like self-help stuff. So if you're like, meh, no thank you, that's fine too. But I have gotten a lot out of it, okay? I have gotten a lot out of it. I'm always looking for something to improve myself. That might be a bit much for me, but it'll be fine. I'm just going to roll that bad boy up anyways. And I'm actually going to stick mine in my air fryer. If you do not have an air fryer, you can absolutely put these in the oven. I'm going to say probably 375. I would turn them over in like 10 to 15 minutes. And then about 10 to 15 minutes later, check them to make sure they're up to temperature. But I'm going to stick mine in my air fryer for about the same time, honestly, on like 375. I just don't want to turn on the oven because it's a little warm today. So I don't feel like adding to that. I don't feel like adding to that heat today. Definitely not. All right. Almost there. Looks like I'm going to have a little bit of this filling left. Though I don't know what I would possibly use it for, since I literally stuck my chicken fingers all over it. And I don't have any more chicken thawed, so I can't do any more. Alright. We are there. So again, I'm not going to make you stand around for the next 30 minutes. I don't think I can entertain you all that long. But we've got fun little chicken rolls that are filled with jalapeno popper stuff. I did not update YouTube yesterday. I know, big shocker, right? I actually had to force myself to get off the freaking couch yesterday because I've been doing nothing but binge watching Castle to go sit in the sun. That's, yeah, I had to like literally force myself to do that. It's been a really wild couple of months for me. I hope you guys are doing well. But for me personally, it has been an insanely wild couple of months that's not even like directly affecting me, but it's directly affecting my reaction. So that's why I'm turning to some self-help shit, you guys, because I need to learn how to process through all of this crap. And since I don't have a lot of those coping mechanisms or working through those emotions, I needed some help. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. All right, you guys, that is what I have. I'm going to pop these bad boys in my air fryer. I will take pictures as soon as they are done. Again, remember how many toothpicks you have so you can make sure all of them get out so you don't stab anybody in the top of their mouth or try to swallow one of those bad boys. Super easy meal, though, right? You could even do like a chopped up version and throw it in some pasta. That would be delicious, too. Delicious, too. That is what I have for you tonight. Very quick Monday morsels. Look at that, 11 minutes. It might even have been less because I might have gotten on a little bit late. I will take a picture. I will also update YouTube ASAP. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.